Hey YouTubers, welcome back to Chef Savage. Today I'm going to show you guys how I make my jollof quinoa. Stay tuned. So these are the ingredients I'm going to start with. I have green onions, a regular onion, tomatoes, Jamaican bell pepper, and regular peppers. So what I'm going to do first, I'm just going to start with the green onions. I'm just going to slice them. It doesn't have to be in a particular shape because they're all going in the blender anyway. And a lot of people don't like using the stems, but I use everything. So yes, I'm going to cut up the leaves as well. And then I'm just going to add that into the blender. And then I'm just going to rinse off my peppers. I'm just going to slice them in half. And I'm also going to put those in the blender as well. Then I'm going to take my tomatoes. I'm going to slice my tomatoes in half. And I'm going to put those in the blender. I'm going to repeat the same process with the bell peppers. I'm actually going to remove the stems and then I'm going to cut them into half and put them in the blender too. This is just very simple. You don't want to cut it too small or cut it too big because depending on your blender and what your blender takes, you just want to make sure that you chop them up into a nice bit size. And then I'm going to take the onion. I love red onions. They just taste so good. So I'm just going to peel the onion. And yeah. So now I'm going to cut the onion in half, and then I'm going to cut the half pieces into half, and then I'm going to throw that into the blender as well. And then it's going to be almost time to blend these bad boys. This is what everything looks like, about to be blended. So I'm actually going to add 1 cup of water to this, just so my blender don't break. And I'm just going to place it. I actually pressed blend on the blender, and I'm just going to let it do its thing. So one thing that I just love doing, I love putting the mixture into a strainer because I dislike the water that it creates, and I don't want to put that into my jollof. So as you can see, the water is actually straining, and I'm just going to shift the mixture just to get out all the excess water. And I love doing this again because it makes sure that no extra water is added. And I'm going to show you guys what it looks like after all the water has been strained. And as you can see here, this is what it looks like after you strain all the water. So I'm using organic quinoa, and I'm actually going to cook 2 cups. So I'm just going to add 1 cup, and then I'm going to add my next cup. And a very important step that you want to do is rinse your quinoa. So here I rinsed it 3 times. I didn't want to show you guys because I thought that was too easy. First ingredient that I'm going to use is a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of Lawry's, or you can use Adobo. I'm going to use 2 packets of sazon for coloration. I'm going to use some thyme. And then I'm going to add some bay leaves for some taste. And then I'm going to actually add Maggi. I'm going to use the baby cube of Maggi because this is high in sodium, you guys, so you want to be very, very careful. And I'm using some oil just to make sure it doesn't stick to the pot. And this is what my mixture looks like. I'm just going to combine everything to create its own little pasty look, if that makes sense. And I'm just going to mix everything around. Because of the oil, you guys can see the consistency, and I'm just breaking down the Maggi and all the particles. And here I'm just going to add a tablespoon of tomato paste, and I'm just going to mix that around. The darker your mixture, the darker your jollof will be. And you guys know, sorry you guys, we don't do light skin jollof. Everything has to be dark. Let me stop, I just got too excited. And then I'm just going to mix everything around just to make sure I have me a nice consistency. And next, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add in the quinoa. And I'm going to add in the quinoa to make sure you guys pay very close attention to what I do here. I just feel like this just creates the best quinoa fluffy jollof, period. Now I'm just going to mix everything around, and gradually you guys are going to see the color of the quinoa change from like a pale to like a light skin color. So as you guys can see, the quinoa starts changing colors because of the ingredients as well as the seasonings that I did. So here I'm just going to mix everything around, just thoroughly mix it, make sure that all the seasonings get on every particle of the quinoa. And I'm going to add a little bit of more oil, and then I'm going to drop in my mixture, as you guys can see. And now I'm just going to mix everything together, and this is going to give it that nice rich taste flavor due to the seasoning that you added, as well as the peppers, onions, and tomatoes that you mixed together. So I'm just going to continue to mix everything around, and just look how the color just looks. It just looks so good. That's how you know it's going to taste good. And here I just want to show you guys an up close and personal of the particles and what it actually looks like. It looks so good already. So as you guys can see, you see the coloration and the bay leaves. This quinoa is about to slop. So because I cooked 2 cups of quinoa, I'm adding 4 cups of water. Just know the amount of rice equals double the water, right? Yes. So next I'm just going to mix everything around. You just want to make sure there's no clumps and there's no clumps and lumps. Mix everything around. Yes, you got an even base. So next I'm going to put this in the actual rice cooker. I placed the cover on it, and I'm going to press the button. I don't know how you guys' rice cooker is. Mine just, you put it down and it starts cooking. I'm just going to let it do its thing. So after the first 10 minutes, this is what it starts to look like. It starts boiling. That's how you know it's lit, it's working. You cover it again, y'all, because it's not supposed to be open, okay? So another 15 minutes, I come back and I check on it, and you can see the water has dried. Here, you want to start mixing everything together. So I start mixing everything together. You guys, it's almost done. The rice cooker is so easy, but you just got to make sure you watch it as well. So here I'm just going to show you guys what it starts to look like when it's almost done. Woo! Child, I'm hungry. And look at it, you guys. And there you guys have it. This is my jollof quinoa, Chef Savage style. If you love this video, please don't forget to comment, subscribe, and like this video as well as to my channel. And share this video with all your friends and family. I'll see you guys next time. Stay blessed.